Bro, Jimmy Butler came back from injury like a villain in a revenge movie. Pelvic bruise, deep muscle injury. Yeah, whatever. Man looked like he injected playoff venom straight into his veins and said, "Let me show y'all how to break hearts in Houston." Because tonight, the Rockets didn't just lose, they got emotionally scarred. Warriors 109, Rockets 106, and Golden State now leads the series 3-1. Let's get it straight. This game wasn't basketball. This was a chaotic street brawl disguised as a playoff match. Texts were flying, people were shoving. Curry got into it. Green was on demon time. And Jimmy? Jimmy was out there orchestrating pain like he never missed a minute. With under a minute left, this man got fouled, stared into the abyss, and sank 3 straight free throws like he was sipping wine at home. Then snatched the game-clinching rebound with 4 seconds left. Like, nah, this my house now. And to ice it off, 2 more free throws. Game over. That's 27 points in his return game after literally sitting out with his hip hanging off his body. Fred VanVleet had a shot to send it to OT at the buzzer, but bruh, that thing clanked like an empty soda can in a hurricane. Game 4 was madness, and Golden State came out bloody but smiling. Yo, let's talk about these Warriors. Jimmy Buckets, back from the dead, drops 27 to 5-6 like it was light work. And he did it on 7 of 12 shooting. Efficient, ice cold, no hesitation, certified killer. Ain't no debate. And did y'all peep that look in his eyes? This man did not come back to play games. He came to end the Rockets. Period. But hold up. Brandin Podziemski? 26 points like he was dipped in Jordan sauce. Nobody saw that coming. Not even Rockets fans on 2K saw it. Dude was out there doing grown man things, and he's barely got peach fuzz. Steph? Started slow? Sure. But when it mattered, he woke the hell up. Hit big shots, dropped dimes, played mind games with Dillon Brooks like it was a sport within the sport. He only had 17, but those buckets were cold-blooded. And Buddy Hield joins the starting lineup and casually drills a dagger 3 with 3:32 left. 15 points, big-time minutes. Warriors look like they just hit a mid-series roster buff. And Draymond Green, yes, he was chaotic. Yes, he might have accidentally drop-kicked someone's soul. But yo, 8 boards, 2 assists, and a masterclass in trolling. Classic playoff Draymond. You love to hate it, but you can't ignore it. They looked like the better team, the smarter team, the more ruthless team. That's why they're up 3-1. Now, the Rockets. This ain't it, Chief. You're the number 2 seed. You've got Sengun playing out of his mind with 31 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He was working the paint like it owed him rent. Man even gave Houston a shot with a clutch bucket at 0-40. And what do y'all do with that momentum? You let Fred VanVleet launch a prayer while Jimmy Butler is already halfway down the tunnel smiling. Bro, why is your final possession a wild fadeaway, contested 3? It's like they drew up the play in crayon. Fred had 25, but he shot 9 for 22. That's not efficient. That's a math problem. Amen, Thompson. 17 points, 9 boards, respect. But in the fourth, where were the guts? Where was the fight? Dillon Brooks out here playing Mortal Kombat with Curry just to give us 11 points and 4 fouls. Like, bro, you fouling more than you're scoring. That's not defense. That's sabotage. And Jabari Smith Jr.? Man was so invisible, I thought he didn't check in. 6 points off the bench? Nah, fam, we need more than cardio in the playoffs. Dillon Brooks really out here trying to be the main character in a tragedy at not your MVP. Sengun needs to drop a trade request in Morse code. This man is fighting alone, r/NBA fan pain. I've seen better last shots at 24-hour fitness at Clank City Rocket. Jimmy Butler ain't got a pelvis, he got a piston, Jimmy Neutron buckets. Look, I gotta say this. This loss is 50% on the players, but the other 50? Coaching. Why is your final play a solo ISO for a 6-foot guard against a team with elite defenders and rim protection? Where was the timeout? Where was the action? Where was the heart? You're at home. You've got momentum. You've got Sengun cooking like Gordon Ramsay. And you draw up that. I don't want to hear young team anymore. You're in the playoffs. Grow up or go home. MVP of the night, Jimmy freaking Butler. Came off the injury table like a gladiator. Shot 58%. Played 40 minutes, closed the game. Certified savage. A walking problem. LVP Dillon Brooks. You gave us drama, attitude, and a technical, and still couldn't get in Steph's head. You're not a villain. You're a background character. Sit down. So now the Warriors go into Houston with a 3-1 lead and Jimmy looking like he's ready to torch the entire city. Can the Rockets even force a Game 6? Or is this the end of the line? Let me know in the comments. Should the Rockets blow it up if they lose this series? And who's been the real MVP of the series so far? Smash that like button if you think Butler is him. Subscribe for more savage breakdowns, because this series ain't over, but for the Rockets, it's getting real dark real fast. Fast Break Feed out.